Hello, fourth grade mathematicians. It's Thursday, September 3rd, so we are doing two skills. Once again on IXL, you have to spend 40 minutes on IXL or master both of these skills, which means if you master them in 5 minutes, great. If you don't, you have to spend at least 40 minutes. When we go into IXL, I will show you how you can track your time. Now, when it's pulling up, I'm going to look for two things. That first, of course, is always that my name is in that upper right-hand corner. But if you look here on the right-hand side, it says time elapsed. Now, yes, it's counting right now, and I'm not working on the problem. So I want to make sure that I'm actively working on those problems because I, as a teacher, can see how long you actually spend working on the problems. But this will give you a good idea of how much time you spend on each skill. Today we're doing multiplication problems, and I really love these types of questions because they're like puzzles, and I am super into puzzles. You'll find that out throughout the year. So if we're working on a puzzle, we want to make sure we know how to find the missing piece. For this one, we have a multiplication sentence that is incomplete. We need to fill in that missing piece of it. Now, if I had told you ask you what the opposite of, let's say, addition is, you would tell me subtraction. So in this case, I'm going to wonder, what's the opposite of multiplication? Because I need to do the opposite of multiplication to solve this and find the missing puzzle piece. The opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to lay it out as a division problem instead, which means I'm going to take my bigger number, which is also my answer in a multiplication problem, and divide it by one of the numbers I'm multiplying. And that's going to give me my missing piece. So 8 times what equals 80? Or 80 divided by 8 equals what? I could do a tic-tac-toe, counting by 8s, to get to this one and help me solve it. Or, since it's 80, I just know this one, it's 10. 8 times 10 equals 80. But if I didn't know that, I could count up really easily or do my best guess. Maybe I really 100% know my 9s or something like that, and we could work with that. But 10s, they're easy enough. I'm just going to go with 10 and say, you guys knew that. I'm not going to waste your time. We're on the next one. Once again, it's like a puzzle. Blank, aka our missing puzzle piece, times 2 equals 20. If I was going to write this as a division sentence, this shows me that I know how to do it, and I'm showing my work here. It would be 20, which is my answer when I multiply, divided by one of the factors, one of the things I'm multiplying by, equals my missing puzzle piece. Blank times 2 equals 20, or 20 divided by 2 equals 10. My missing puzzle piece is 10. Now, I'm showing you this as a multiplication and as a division sentence because I want you to understand the relationship between multiplication and division. It's one that we'll be using a lot in 4th grade, and you'll even be using it all the way up through college. Something to really understand now, and that's why I keep focusing on it so much. It's not because I don't think you know it, it's because it's that important. 9 times what equals 90 is the same as 90 divided by 9 equals what? 90 divided by 9 equals 10. 9 times 10 equals 90. And I write it in both spots because that shows me that I can check my work. 9 times 10, 90. 90 divided by 9 equals 10. I want those to be the same number. If they're not the same number, I did something wrong. Because we're only looking for one missing puzzle piece. Just going to do maybe 2 more because I like the puzzle. But we'll get them done pretty quick here. Notice that even though I am taking some time to explain things to you, I still, if you look at my blue time elapsed, I've only spent 5 minutes. And if you look right above it, it shows me that I've answered 3 questions. I'm going to rewrite this as a division problem. So blank times 3 equals 6, which would be 6 divided by 3 equals what? What times 3 equals 6? 2. So that means 3 times 2 equals 6, or there's 6 groups, or if you divide 6 up, there's 2 in each group of 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3 groups. I have 6, so I have to do 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 in each group. One more after this, just because I'm liking it. Told you, really like puzzles. 2 times what equals 10? And I can rewrite this as 10 divided by 2 equals what? So what times 2 equals 10? 2 times 5 equals 10. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Because 2 goes into 10 5 times. 2 goes into 10 5 times. That's the relationship between division and multiplication. Like I said, not saying you didn't know, but I really want to show how important it is. All right, guys, check out the next skill below and make sure you're only spending 40 minutes on IXL today. Thanks.